Another pod.
Starts blowing my mind.
Are you insane?
You really are crazy.
My foot has gone crazy.
We the Breast Podcast.
What's up, guys?
I'm Erica.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to Insanity Fair.
So today we're going to be talking age gaps. Specifically, how you guys feel about romantic or friendly platonic relationships with people who are younger or older than you.
I will start. Since I'm like the youngest in most of my friendships, I find it like,
Tell them how old you are.
I'm 23. And most of my friends are 25 and up. So,
Bitch, we're almost 30.
yeah, they're almost 30, bro. Oh my God. No.
You don't get to say that.
Only
we can say that. That was rude.
Fuck.
Ageist.
Not at all. Maybe a little bit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. You're not helping
She's
yourself.
uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable now. I'm starting to scratch.
This is where she's crying in her head.
This is it. This is the area. I think it's fine. I feel like for most of my life, my friendships have been older. So I've been told that I'm a mature person. So
Yeah.
damn, can I get this out?
Sorry.
I don't think it was meant to be.
No.
Sorry.
Let's just move on.
Right.
Next.
Fuck, bro. My boyfriend is 21. So,
Ooh.
oh my God, like that's younger.
PETA
you know.
over here.
Apparently, look, don't even get me started. You already know. I don't think it's weird. I think there's obviously a certain point where it gets weird, but I think it's okay with what I've got going on.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're like obviously friends with you. And it's like, it's funny because sometimes we come like, I won't speak for you, but I'm sure you feel the same way. Like, I come to the realization that you're younger than me. Like, we'll just be talking about something. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking way older than her.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
I found myself for the first time. Someone asked me, how old are you? And I went, 28. I shied away from my age.
That's
and I was
also
like,
happened to
damn.
me. Was it a younger person or
Yeah.
older person?
No, it was
that
younger.
So I've had like older people like at my workplace be like, wait, how old are you? Like I'm talking about stuff like relating to things. And they're like, wait, how old are you? And I'm like, 28. They're like, oh my God, you're a baby. You don't even know what life is like. And I'm like,
excuse me.
what the fuck? I've had like 3 abortions, sir. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit. All right.
I know what life is like. I've created it. I've taken it.
I am God.
I am a god. You don't know what you're talking about.
I was waiting for her to say it, so I didn't want to say it. Yeah.
So have you ever had like
An abortion?
No.
have you ever had like an older person tell you that and it like makes you feel like I'm not a baby?
Yeah. Not in the recent. Like, it sounds bad.
Damn.
But you know what? I still get carded when I buy alcohol. And that feels like a compliment.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, you don't see the light that has just left my eyes. Like, because I don't buy alcohol very often, but like when, like if I get it for like my man and shit, like I'll be scanning and whatever. And usually if I go to the store, like I'm dressed like a fucking bum. I have no makeup on and had no sleep. So like dark circles and everything. I don't brush my hair. So I'm a fucking mess. And I'm like, you're really fucking carding me right now?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think I'd be doing with this fucking alcohol? Like, I don't think I look like sub 21 years old.
You look like you lived a life.
Ready to fucking party. Like, I look like I have 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies. I like fucking hate my life. My hopes and dreams are fucking dead. Like, that's how I look going to the store. And I'm like, and you're gonna card me?
They're like, ma'am, you're 5'2".
Right. Yeah.
You have
guys
no
think
makeup
I'm
on, so you.
5'2"?
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet and 3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch. Damn.
Shut the fuck up. That's what the doctor said. I'm not gonna argue with him.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Damn, I'm just getting in this episode. Holy shit.
It's a sensitive topic.
What's Amanda, what's the biggest age gap that you've dated?
Dude, like that's such a hard question because I've like only really dated one person. And I married the guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move to me. I'm just
It's like, I mean, I guess like as far as like friendships go though, like I like had a pretty good relationship. Like at my last job with this like older man, and like he had to been like in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And like we actually got along pretty well. Like he was pretty funny, like pretty dark too. Which, you know, I've like have very morbid sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's probably like the biggest age gap. Like we never hung out or anything, but like we did talk very frequently and like would IM each other even when we were like working remote and stuff. So that'd probably like be the biggest age gap.
Mm.
But I'm actively looking for a sugar daddy. So, you know, if you're like 80 years above and willing to put me on your will just so you can see me naked, give me a call. Like, but only if you're like about to die soon.
Yeah.
So I can inherit your money.
She doesn't actually want to meet you also.
Serious inquiries only.
Yeah. If that sounds like this would be a good fit for you, like, please call me. Message us. I'll get the message.
I'll get them. What about you, Oksana?
I don't know. Probably the relationship I'm in right now, honestly.
2 years?
Yeah, he's 21. He was born 02. I'm an 00. And it's pretty much the same.
Dang.
What about like friendships?
Friendships?
We better not be the oldest ones, I swear to fucking God. Damn.
No, I'm just like,
she's not playing.
Like I said, most of my friends are older. I would probably say around 30-ish, I would say.
Mm.
You know, it's not weird. Most of the time it's over like something common. I think she was into K-pop and everything. So we bonded over that, but it's more of like she saw me as like a little sister type thing. So it always feels really good to me because I have an older brother. So you can already tell how that is. So when I have an older like female in my life as a friend, it's automatically like I'm clinging to them as if they were like a sister. So not too bad though. Nothing crazy.
What about you?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Dating younger than me, I think the biggest age gap was 2 years. He was 2 years younger than me. That didn't last very long at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't necessarily say I was dating this guy, but we talked for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was 8 years older than me.
Ooh.
I was 18, so he was 26. It was a very interesting dynamic, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I now looking back on it, definitely think he took advantage of the fact that I was just younger. He was older. He was, you know, he showed interest in me and he kind of took that for what it was. But it never turned into anything crazy. So that's probably good. Better.
Yeah.
He ended up actually, I think he married someone who was probably about 8 years younger than him.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Pedos, they just out here.
They really
Hide
are.
your kids, y'all.
For real. Hide yourself too. Shit.
Has it ever been weird, like having that realization that someone's like that much older than you or that much younger than you, like in friendships?
I think like for us, I think we just get along so well that we don't really think about it most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's times where like I'll bring up something and then you're like, what? And I'm like, oh.
For the most part, I
Shit,
usually get it.
Most of the time,
yeah,
you do.
but there are
like,
sometimes.
Like it is very rare that it happens, but when
Yeah.
it does happen, I'm like, damn.
I try not to show it, but sometimes I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
Instead of us being worried about showing our age, you're worried about showing your age.
Honestly, yeah. Because like, I mean, like I said, like a lot of people say I'm like pretty mature and stuff.
Mhm.
So with that, it's like, okay, well now I need to act mature.
Do you feel pressure?
A little bit sometimes? Not gonna lie.
You see, I can relate to that because like growing up, as hard as it is to believe, people always said I was really mature for my age
Me
too.
too.
But this is like in a workplace, guys. Like,
Yeah.
they don't see me when I'm fucking wilding out. They definitely probably not gonna listen to this podcast. Like I keep it very professional. Like, and my life, as much as I'm like so unhinged in the things that I say, like my life is together. Like
Mhm.
as
Yeah.
a person, I'm together.
Oh, yeah.
So like in a like professional workplace, I did feel a lot of pressure to, I guess like uphold those standards
Mhm.
because they said, "Oh, you're so mature and stuff," and like it never got to the point of them asking my age. And I don't know, like I just didn't want them to feel like I was immature or feel like they couldn't take me seriously because that's
Yeah.
always been a big thing for me personally.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever been weird, like figuring out that age gap or anything. I think, like I said, with that most recent experience where I was kind of like 28, I think that's what would make it weird is my
Mhm.
reaction in comparison to someone else just being like, oh, okay, like just curious.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with like me and dating someone that's younger, which again, it's not even that young. Okay. But with him, it's kind of the same sense as like sometimes like it's really rare that I notice it. It's only like the times where it's like I'm talking about something like an older show and he's like, what are you talking about? Like Breakfast Club, if I'm talking about that, he's like, which that's honestly way before my time. Like that's
Yeah.
my
That was
mom's
that was like my
time.
mom's era.
Yeah. So like that's why I know about it. But he's like, what are you talking about? What is that? And I'm just like, oh, nothing. But it usually doesn't happen. I'm not really like it doesn't happen much. But there is like a lot of times where if I talk about it to people, like there was an instance with a person and it just came up and he literally would not live it down, calling me like a pedophile and everything. And I'm like, dude, it's
How
too
rude.
Yeah, very. And I don't even know this guy like that. But
like literally just called you on
yeah, like literally. Oh, you talking about you?
I just called you a pedophile like 5 minutes ago.
So I take back everything that I said.
Yeah,
okay?
you bitch. Are you talking about me? Am I that friend? It sounds like you're talking about
I said
me.
he. Are you he?
Sometimes.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
You never asked me my pronouns, actually.
What are your pronouns?
He.
Fuck. He. Not this he. Another he. Another he.
Thank you for
not
clarifying. It's not me.
Not you. Not you. But yeah, other than that, it's not that big of a deal, like for me or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about relationships and stuff,
Yeah.
right? A big topic that has come to play, I feel like, especially with this newer generation. I mean, it's probably always been there. It's been poly relationships or polyamorous relationships.
Yeah.
So how do you think those breakups work with those dynamics?
Bro, that's like do you have to like schedule a meeting? Like
A conference call?
Zoom
call? Or like do you all like live together? Like
how's that work?
Like,
Okay.
all right, at 5 p.m. we're meeting in the family room. to
And then I
discuss
think
something
this
serious.
is how it goes. Okay?
Okay.
So everyone's sitting down, and let's say I'm the person that's breaking up. I'm guessing you're all wondering why I've brought you here today. I have some serious discussions to, discuss. I have a serious thought. This polyamorous, and I've really, really been thinking on it, and I'm gonna have to break up with you. And you. And you. And you. Not you.
Oh, okay.
And you.
Like, there's just like, is there like uncontrollable sobbing at this point? Like, oh god,
Why? It's okay.
It's like, bitch, you got
okay.
5 more people. Like, how sad can you be?
You got a whole plethora there, man. Like, you're good.
You got some to spare. Maybe that's like why it's so attractive to like people who are poly.
Yeah.
Because you got backups, baby.
You got backups.
And you don't gotta cheat, you ain't gotta sneak, and they're just like all there. Like we just all loving each other.
Yeah.
And one leaves, like fucking next, like bring the next one in.
Do you know what's crazy is I actually have a little story about like a poly relationship. So
For you?
Mhm.
Ooh.
So when I was talking to this girl, and it wasn't anything serious. Like we met on a dating app or whatever, and I was just like, oh, okay, like I'll just talk to her, see, what's up.
Yeah.
And she told me she was in a poly relationship, but it was only her and like her partner at the time. They were like, she basically was allowed to look for someone, and then the other person was also allowed to look and date other people. And of course, if everybody was comfortable, everybody could meet, whatever, however it went. So
Mhm.
at that time, her partner had someone And then, so it's like her partner was with that person, but her partner was also with her.
Yeah.
And then she was like talking to
you.
me, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know, that's cool. You know, like, how does that work? Asking questions, you know, things like that. And eventually, like, it was kind of like one of those things where it was like we were just better just chilling. Like, I didn't really see anything, because me personally, I'm not poly. So after I like told her that, like, it wasn't weird or anything, we were just like cool after that.
Yeah.
But apparently, a little bit after, her partner ended up leaving her for the person that she was with, like, in the poly relationship.
I was like, that don't sound poly.
That
to
does
me.
not sound poly to me, because most of the time when you think of poly
that
relationships,
sounds like he came up with, you know,
Mhm.
let's try this out.
So
but he was really looking.
so
Yeah,
he
for
can
someone
try and
else.
be with somebody else.
Yeah.
See, that's like the thing. Like, how do you like differentiate those feelings? Like that, I just like want to fuck with somebody else, and like, I just want all of us to fuck with each other
yeah,
all the time.
Well, I don't think it's like an orgy.
most people, yeah.
Well, I see a lot like of groups, of polyamorous groups that are
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think like what you're talking about, there's a different name for it, isn't it? Isn't
No,
there?
I think
For
it's,
the one that I'm talking, it's just poly, because
Because if
poly
you're
is
dating
essentially, it
more
can
than
be,
one.
yeah, it's essentially just more than one person, but it depends on how, like, it can be any dynamic. So for example,
Okay.
there could be like a poly relationship where it's 1, 2, 3, and everybody fucks with everybody, and that's
Yeah.
poly. But then it could be in that sense where it's you and your partner, but your partner has another partner, but
Okay.
you and you and their partner are cool, but y'all aren't together.
Yeah.
So there's like just different dynamics of it, which I think
Yeah.
is confusing in my opinion within itself, which is why I can't
I
be
think
poly.
it should be called something else.
It should be, honestly.
to like
It
have that
really should.
differentiating factor. Because the ones that I've seen is like a like group thing. I was like watching this show for a while on Netflix that I forgot what it was called. But it was like basically this lady that would go to couples or people that wanted to turn one of their spare rooms into like the sex room of their dreams.
Ooh,
So-
I need to watch that.
So one of the episodes was like, it was a polyamorous group,
Mhm.
and they wanted like a place where they can like a huge bed. It was like 8 of these motherfuckers. A
Holy
huge
cow.
bed, you know, where they can all like lay down, watch TV, fuck. Some of them were into like some weird things. So she made like a table, and another guy like just like to watch. So she made a cage for him. Like it was like, yeah, like she really like took care of each one of their individual needs. So like when I
Wow.
think of like poly, like that in my head,
That's what you think
that,
of.
that's what I
Mm.
think of. But it was like, I don't know. That was really interesting.
Would y'all ever consider it? Like, now that would you ever consider being poly?
Not me personally.
Yeah.
I don't have an interest in it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Like I mean like I've like always been open to like things like threesomes,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as like have like what the
It's
fuck?
just so much
To-
work.
to have like a whole like it's not like you're-
Relationship.
yeah, you're not just
Yeah.
fucking that person.
There's strings
You-
attached.
Yeah, you have a whole ass relationship with them. Like, just think about like all the communication and effort that it takes with your current partner. And I'm gonna do that like
With another one.
like
Yeah,
fuck
and it might be
no.
completely different
'Cause
too.
you-
And I'm gonna forget conversations. Who did I have this conversation with?
Oh
And-
yeah.
And what if I like talking shit about somebody to somebody and I forget that I'm actually talking like let's say somebody told me something stupid in the polyamorous relationship, and then I go like to one of my
To vent.
girls and I'm like, oh, you know what? So and so, like what I heard the other day, they heard like blah 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 blah. That was so fucking stupid, right? And they're like, that was me, bitch. You're like,
well,
well, well, it was fucking stupid.
Well, I wanted you to know. This is my way of telling you we're breaking up.
Yeah, they would break up with me. I don't think I'd last in a polyamorous
Oh yeah.
relationship.
Oh yeah.
They kick my ass with quickness. Like
Mhm.
they would fucking be like,
Fuck that. Get
you
out.
can't be here. I don't know what the fuck you thought it was.
This ain't it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think. Again, I don't think I would be able to either.
So like, if you were to like be in a polyamorous relationship, like let's say you chose that, what would be like your fantasy? Like, you know, they have fantasy football, right? You
Yeah.
pick your fantasy team. What would be like your fantasy like polyamorous team?
Are we saying? Okay. Are we saying like?
Which type of poly?
Like
No.
like are
Like
we?
we're all fucking.
Okay.
Like
we're all fucking all the time.
Everyone in this polyamorous relationship, you all live together. You all
Ooh.
orgies all the time. Anytime,
Oh my
or
gosh.
maybe not orgies. Sometimes like you might want to go fuck with this person, but you all live together.
Yeah.
And you're all at some point fucking each other.
Damn.
What's your fantasy poly team?
How do you want me to explain this? Like, do I need to be detailed or am I just like,
Well, first tell us like who the team is, and then let's go from there.
Okay, so for me personally,
yeah, you go first. Let's see.
Of course, I would have like my man in there because I can't live without him. We're like super codependent. Yeah, it's disgusting. But you know,
That's
I
the
got
cutest thing I've ever heard you say about him.
that's
For real.
That's the nicest thing I've ever said. But I gotta have my man Michael B
Mm-hmm.
be up in there because you know he's sexy as fuck and you know he's pretty and he's like I gotta have him in her. I thought about having Chris Hemsworth, but that motherfucker would probably be forgetting who I am. You know, he got like
Oh my
early
my
onset,
gosh.
like Alzheimer's. I'm just
Oh,
like,
no.
I was like, you can just go, sweetie. Like,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. So I think he's out. And I was thinking like women wise, I thought about Rihanna,
Mm-hmm.
but the bitch got an attitude and I have an attitude.
That's not gonna work.
That
I
would
was
butt
like,
heads.
yeah, like I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm just like, I'm trying to think, you know, like somebody who's maybe a little bit more submissive.
Yeah.
Who would I pick? Who am I sexually attracted to? That's a
Mm.
Sometimes a hard choice.
Yeah. I'm like sitting here thinking. I'm like, Marcos brought up Charlize Theron the other day. I was like, I can put that bitch on my team, you know? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's who I wanted. I want Lady Gaga. I want that weird ass bitch.
Oh yeah.
I want that weird ass bitch in my polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
I fucking love her. Like she can do whatever the fuck she wants to me. And she don't got an attitude.
She does
so
not.
I don't think we'd fight.
Mm.
I think that's about
She'd be
as-
down for a lot, probably.
She would.
Yeah,
She
I think so,
definitely
too. Oh,
would.
and Megan.
Oh yeah.
That with those fucking knees. And she's like big too. Like,
Yeah.
so I'd be like, baby,
So
you're
that's
making fun of me. Damn, how many is
5,
So
right?
I got my man. I got Michael B.
Oh, it's 4.
I got Megan,
Charlize?
Lady Gaga.
Oh no, it's 5.
Nah, we'll leave
Okay.
Charlize off. So I think that's a good 4.
It's
you
a good
know,
4.
that's a good 4.
It's a good
Chris,
4.
Chris didn't make the cut because, you know, he's not going to remember anyway. So
Yeah.
we had to let him go.
Damn.
It's okay.
But he would have made the cut.
For sure. For sure. If you didn't have that, you would be on our team. But you have that, so you're not on our
Yeah,
team.
sorry.
So I would honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, my man would not be a part of this because he's just not a part of it. He just would not.
He's
he would
not
not
a part
talk
of the
to
fantasy.
me. Yeah, he wouldn't. If we're being
Like,
realistic,
oh, my angel.
yeah, if we're being realistic here, we
We
probably wouldn't
integrated.
exist at this point, or
Oh,
you
they're
know,
running a train now. Oh, God.
he would. Yeah, but we're gonna pretend this would be like before we met. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I'm gonna just do all celebrities. Oof.
All of BTS. It'd be all,
Stray
all
Kids.
these
Hell
K-pop
no.
groups.
Surprisingly enough, it's like with them, I don't see them sexually like that. It's really weird, but like for the most part, I don't. There are some, but
Yeah,
and I will name
that?
one.
What's that one that you mentioned the other day that made a song with?
Jungkook? Oh, he's
Yeah.
on there. Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah.
we starting off strong. Jungkook would be on that bitch because I know he's freaky. I know he is. I know it. I know it.
I
I'm
won't
trying to
ask how you know.
I can just see it. This man has a whole sleeve. When a man has a sleeve, you already know what they're doing, man. You already know. Probably Channing Tatum.
What are they doing?
That hand's a lot bulkier. You know what they're doing. Probably Channing Tatum because I've loved him since forever, and that man is so freaking hot. So he has to be on there. He seems very knowledgeable of what to do. So that's already 2 guys. Now women, like you said, that's kind of hard because I feel like,
I mean, you gotta put women on there if you don't want.
oh no, I do. I want to.
Okay.
I want someone who's very like innocent as a woman, like someone that's
Ow.
very
Ooh.
like doesn't really know what's going on type beat. Like that's what I want. I can't think of like a celebrity that would give me those vibes that I'm attracted to. But I'm also into
Like Ariana
Latinas, so
Grande?
I'm not
Hillary
trying to.
Duff.
She got a whole family. I would feel so horrible though.
Well,
No, she
before that.
got
Oh,
pictures
before?
of her sucking her man's dick after she got proposed to.
Oh
She-
my god! I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm not really into white girls. I'm honest. I'm into Latinas. So it's like, hey yo, easy, easy.
I think we're on the team.
I know. So I looked at her.
I don't know, man. I think Becky G is very pretty.
She is
I'm
very
very.
pretty.
I like.
She
I
has
like
a nice
her.
smile.
Yeah, like
Like,
her smile is very
It's a
sweet.
good, like, infectious kind of energy. I can
exactly. So I need that. That's what I need. I think that's about it. I think
See.
I can.
Shakira.
She's too, bro. Them hips gonna kill me. I won't know what to do. I won't know what. I just be looking like, can you teach me? So I probably just
Be more infatuated with her than
exactly like I
Do it
wouldn't
again.
do one more time, please.
Again.
Like I don't need
More.
don't even do anything else. I just need you to do that. So I would probably just do that. Those three for right. Ooh,
Oh, she got another
and
one.
Loki, the guy that played Tom,
Really?
whatever his name is. I think he's so
Huh.
cute. I love him. So him too. So that's a good 4 for me.
4.
Yeah. What about you, Erica?
I definitely don't think Nick would be up for the polyamorous.
Yeah.
He's
So
too
this would-
jealous.
This would have to be before we had met, because obviously as soon as I met him, it'd be like, sorry guys. you're done."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love at first sight.
But right now, I think I would just have 2 in mind, and that's Charlie Hunnam. He was King Arthur.
King Arthur, you always talk
Mhm.
about him.
And then, I don't know, I think Jessica Alba is kind of hot.
Yeah.
She's pretty, she seems pretty innocent.
She does seem innocent too.
I
Yeah.
had to save it for myself. I
Yeah,
didn't tell
it's
you about
okay.
her.
We can't have the
Yeah,
same,
you're like, I'm
look,
not
we
gonna-
can't have the
that's
same
mine.
person in there. So just be switching teams. All right.
I
see
know,
you
that's what I was
later.
just thinking. See you next weekend.
Are you cheating on me with another polyamorous group? Imagine like the cheating dynamics of that.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
They have
Is
a
there
whole
cheating?
like thing.
Well, what if you have
A
another
list?
polyamorous group?
Yeah, like
That's
is that
a
a
lot of
discussion?
work.
Are there contracts?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like 50 Shades of Grey type. Like they have a contract that they have to sign. Like I think like I would do that probably.
But could you imagine how cheap the rent would be?
So
Damn.
dude, that'd be
You
so
split that
cheap.
shit like 4 to 6 ways.
We're good, bro.
Like, yeah, you save hella money.
I'm just gonna put this on my little notes app real quick. Talk to somebody about this.
Hey,
Pablo. At it again.
oh, the bathroom. You'd have to have a place with a lot of bathrooms.
Yeah, or at least
or like,
guys and girls.
what if you like renovate your home and it's just like kind of like how those school bathrooms are?
There's stalls.
Yeah,
You don't even need stalls.
You have stalls and like shower stalls. too.
Yeah.
Like, there's some things that you can do to make it work,
Yeah,
You need to
but if y'all decide it's not working no more, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
You're cut.
imagine
You're
being
cut.
stuck with that house.
Oh,
Like if you're the one stuck in the house,
nah.
like all that shit.
I'd be
Well,
so
do
pissed.
does everyone go on the lease? Does everyone go on like the mortgage?
That's
Probably.
true. Well, you I
Ooh.
think you'd have to.
Yeah,
Because they ask you for everyone who's going to live with you anytime like you rent.
yeah.
What if there's like someone new? Do you have to go like alter your lease and like, oh, they
does-
left. Now we gotta take them off the
Yeah,
lease.
that
That's a lot of
sounds-
work.
That sounds like a lot of work.
So y'all, do y'all think that it would be a red flag then? Poly relationships?
If you were
like-
trying to date someone,
Yeah.
Like if you're really, really feeling them, and
Yeah.
then they're like, okay, you know what? Like, I feel like this is getting serious, and I need to tell you that I'm poly.
if they hid that though,
That's what I'm
long enough for it to
I feel
be
like that. Yeah,
considered
I feel like that
a
should
red
be an
flag.
Up,
So, yeah.
thing.
if they hid it, that's the red flag. Is the fact that they hid it.
Yeah, because like you need to be completely open. The main thing about I feel like poly
Mm.
relationships
Is
and
being
dynamics is
open.
being open. So you better tell me, like, what is this? I mean, I'm gonna say no, but
But tell
thank
me.
you for telling me. Like, yeah, I think so too.
What if they were like, well, I'm usually used to poly relationships, but I'm willing to change for you, and I just want to be monogamous
Oof.
with you.
I don't know if I could trust it.
Ooh, yeah, that's. I mean, it would depend on how authentic they're being, and also I feel like maybe their history with the poly relationships that they've been in, because
Yeah, how long have you been poly?
yeah,
a dynamic that you've looked for in the past? Is
Yeah.
it something you experimented with?
Exactly. Like, it's just, I feel like it would be too much. So I feel like I'd probably be like,
If you're in a polyamorous relationship, let us know.
yeah, we have some
that'd be
questions.
interesting.
Let us know how it is.
We'd love for you to come on.
Yeah, definitely.
Not on us, but
Yeah.
on the show. I don't know. Maybe some of us might. Bro, could you imagine taking a black light through a house of a polyamorous
Oh my
relationship?
God.
Y'all are just making it sound like there's gonna be some poly group out there that's gonna be so upset with this.
Right. They're just going to be sitting there like,
It's
what
not
do you
even
think
like
we are?
that.
Sex addicts?
Bro, they're gonna start like this whole like fucking protest and shit.
Sign our petition.
like-
Get them off.
Like it's
Oh
like
my
you know,
gosh.
like some years ago, like it was appropriate, right? Or it was more appropriate to like say, oh, that's gay and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know, people didn't really respect, you know, the gay thing.
Right.
Like, is it like that right now? Like, we're totally just,
Yeah, are we, like, shitting on y'all?
disrespecting
I'm so sorry.
the polyamorous dynamics.
We're
right
really
now?
not trying to do that. I promise.
Like, that's
Educate
not how
us.
it is at
Yeah,
all.
we're uneducated, okay?
Like 10 years from now, is it just gonna be like you're actually gonna have like that knowledge and stuff, like how it is, you know, with people who, you know, like the same sex, you know,
Yeah.
the transsexuals. Huh.
Interesting.
Something to think about.
Let us know.
Yeah, please.
All right. We are talking beige flags.
Beige flags are like, you know, it's not necessarily a red flag, but it's like something
You go,
that you're just like, huh.
Interesting.
What are your guys' beige flags?
My beige flag is we could be walking in a store and I will lead you. Like, I know where we're going, but I have no idea where we're going. And by the time we realize that I have no idea, we've already passed that aisle 3
I'm like,
aisles
where
ago.
the fuck are you going right now?
And I'm like, well, where are you going? It's like, yeah, but you're leading. And I'm like, oh, am I supposed to know?
You acted like you did.
It's like, not bad, but also, why did you do that?
Yeah.
I think mine is that like there's always something fucking wrong with me.
That's on the cusp right there.
Yeah. I'm like, I have fucking stomach problems.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to everything. Like, and I'm not like a super high maintenance female either. Like, I don't be getting my nails done. I rarely get my hair done. I'm like not always putting on makeup. I'm pretty chill most of the time. So
Mhm.
get ready time, it's like 15 or minutes or less. It's like better than pizza.
Mm.
But I'm always fucking sick. I'm always getting sick. I'm always like, my lips be getting all swollen and shit for no reason. I'm still trying to figure it out. Everything hurts my stomach. And then on top of that, I'm picky as fuck. So
Yeah.
it's my
Mm.
beige flag.
I think my beige flag would be I dissociate 99.99% of the time. So
Are you
for those
doing
that
it
don't
right
know, I probably am. Like, it's crazy. For those that don't know what dissociating is, I really hope you do. But it's essentially kind of like spacing out. But it's more intense. So I will literally be at the grocery store, which is the worst. Just completely out. I can be walking, I can hold a
Mm.
conversation, and I still have no idea. Like, we could be having a full conversation. I'm giving you the right answers. You know, we're chilling, we're whatever. And I will go back and be like, I have no idea what just happened.
I think the perfect example of that is, have y'all ever driven somewhere and you get there and you're like, holy crap, like I
What
don't remember
happened?
any of that drive.
Oh, yeah. That's me literally all the time.
That's you're a glitch in the matrix.
I am a glitch.
In this simulation.
Definitely.
I think that that's like a telltale sign that we're all in a simulation and it's not real.
It's not real, guys. I'm not real. This isn't real.
You're like somewhere in another dimension.
I really
She's
am.
a fucking alien.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. No.
Too much.
I'm kind of scared now.
Yeah, but that would be my beige flag, because there's times where it's like I'll be like, you know, I'll be chilling or whatever, and like it just comes out of nowhere. It's like my eyes stop focusing, and that's when I know I'm dissociating. And it's like I'm aware that I'm doing it, but I don't know how to snap out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna let this ride, and I come back and I'm good. So
Welcome back.
Yeah, like it's like a reboot. So I'm probably, if anything, like a robot or something.
Does Irvin have any beige flags?
Ooh. His would probably be that he like, oh, I know what it is. He's he'll get distracted really easily. So if I'm having a conversation with him about something, like I'm like, oh yeah, babe, like, oh, this happened at work and da 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 da, and then he'll just like, we'll be driving and he'll be listening. Like I know he's listening, and then he'll look over and he'll be like, oh my God, look at that tree. Oh, that tree's it's an oak tree. And then he'll just come back to the conversation. And I'm just like, and at first I thought that it was maybe he was just like being like a dick, but no, he just like, it's pure. Like I'll be talking.
He legitimately doesn't.
Yeah, he'll do it to himself too. Like he'll be talking about something and then he'll just veer off and then he'll come back and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Okay,
That's fine.
We're back on it.
Bro, Marcos does something. It's funny you say that because Marcos does something so similar. It's like we'll be in like, and it'll be like a deep conversation, a deep fucking conversation where I'm telling him all my life's ambitions and goals, or I'm just like, you know what, you've changed my life because of this, and that. And he'll be there listening and stuff. And he just be like, I read this article the other day. And then it's like, has nothing to do with what the fuck we were talking about. I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't done, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like, okay, let's talk about the article that you read the other day that has nothing. I just poured my heart out to you.
Yeah.
Or another beige flag of his is like when I'm like, you guys know I have a lot of anxiety. Like I tend to shove shit down a lot. So there are times where like I get to a point where I like mentally just like break. I'm like crying. I can't take all the stress anymore. And I'm like venting to him. I'm crying and shit. He always wants to fuck me. Every time I'm sad or I'm crying, I'm in distress, he wants to fuck. Like I swear to God. Like, you know how like in the Little Mermaid movie, like they had that video of the Pope like slowly getting a boner? You guys remember seeing that?
Oh,
like for a while that video was going around. I swear that's him when I like start crying and I'm like breaking down. He's just like, oh, there, it's okay. Why don't you just suck my dick real quick and
you'll feel all better.
It'll make you. It's magic dick. It's gonna make you
magic dick.
I know just what you. You can keep crying. It's okay. Like
Jeez. Oh
it's
my
weird.
God. That is pretty weird.
So I get mad, sometimes I get mad. I'm like crying. I'm like, every time you do this.
Every time you do this.
Why are you like
I feel like that's a different category of flags. I don't really know what color that one is, but
apparently beige towards Amanda.
I'm like, okay.
Pull
it out then.
Afterwards, do you feel better now?
Fine, I'll do it.
I actually do.
The moment you stop doing it, I'll stop doing it.
Oh my god.
What about Nick?
There's a couple, and I don't know if they're beige flags for everyone, but like for me, they are.
Yeah.
And a big one for me is so for where our utensils go, we put spoons on the left and then forks on the right side. But for him, he doesn't care. Like he'll just put forks on the left and then spoons on the right, and then he'll switch it up. Like he switches up where he places things.
Every time?
Not every time, but like he's not mindful of it. And it's weird. Like he'll put like the measuring cup in a different place every time. And so I'm like, where's the measuring cup? And he's like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? You put it away.
Yeah.
So the way he puts away dishes is a beige flag for me. Another one is kind of related to y'all's with like, we'll have a full conversation and then I'll be like, all right, that sounds good. We'll do that. What happened? I'm like, you just said yes. Like you agreed. Yeah. Like you literally said we can do that.
Not the auto responses. My man does that too. I feel like he just like has generic responses like loaded up into his brain.
Oh yeah.
And he'll be like, yeah, for sure. That sounds good. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh wow, really?
Yes.
So it sounds like he's listening, right?
Yeah. But no, like Nick will have the conversation. Like earlier today, actually, we were talking about getting some pizza and I was going to Sam's and I was like, hey, is it okay if I get the pizza from Sam's? And he was like, yeah, that sounds good. I've been actually craving pizza from Sam's. Said Sam's. And then so afterwards, I was getting ready and I came out and I was like, all right, I'll be back. And he's like, oh yeah, and you're going to get that pizza from Costco, right? I was like, what?
So he has dynamic auto responses.
Well, that, and then
Mm.
also whenever so we had that conversation, okay? And then I told him, you know what, like, what if I don't go grocery shopping and I just pick up your pizza from Papa John's or Pizza Hut? And he was like, no, you know what, I'm kind of craving that pizza from Sam's now. And I was like, you're right, I should do grocery shopping. So I go and I do that, and I call him like, hey, what kind of pizza do you want? He's like, oh yeah, from Papa John's?
Bro, that's a red flag. No.
I was like, no, from Sam's. He's like, I thought we had this discussion. And I was like, yeah, you're missing part of it. I was like, remember, we had this discussion, and then we had this discussion. He's like, oh, that did happen, huh?
Are you sure him and Chris Hemsworth aren't like on the same?
Hey, he remembered at the end when I was like, remember that happened?
I mean, when you have like early onset Alzheimer's, you have like points where you're like lucid.
Episodes?
No shit. No shit. No.
I'm like, do you remember my name?
Yeah.
I'm
Spell
your
it.
wife.
Spell it.
If he spells it wrong, that's how you know.
Yeah. He spells
You're
something
to
totally
like
different.
50 first dates him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, it's over at that point. I'm sorry. You're going in
Oh
a
my
home.
gosh.
So how many like beige flags do you think it would take for it to become a red flag?
Ooh. How many different ones?
Like a red flag of a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you know
How
what?
many
like,
beige flags would it take you to be like, okay, yeah, no, fuck this.
like
Yeah.
how many till it becomes all of those being a red flag? 10.
10.
I'm
That's a
picky,
lot.
so 5.
Shit, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was
That's a
like,
lot.
cut that shit in half, and it's 5. for
I would
me.
say about 5. But then again, I'm like, I
But-
also have those beige flags. I feel like I have more than 5. So I'm like,
And I think
damn.
I'm a very particular person as well. Like I said, the forks and
Yeah,
the
you are
spoons, I don't think
picky.
everyone really thinks
Yeah.
about that. So
I
have
mean,
to
that
give
would have
the
irked me
leeway.
too, to be honest. Because I'm the same. Like for me, when you were saying that, I'm very weird about like my kitchen area,
Mhm.
but also like my living room area too. So like I have certain
Yeah.
plushies that go on something, or like if he makes like the bed, for example, but he doesn't put the blanket underneath the pillows at the end, so that way it's all like
Mhm.
cohesive because we're not getting back in the bed.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, okay, dude, that's not how you do it, and I'll just be like, no, like, so I'm very particular too. I feel like,
I used to be that way, and I still am like that with a lot of things, but I've let go a lot.
Yeah.
I've tried to give. That sounds like I'm totally shitting on your guys' relationships.
I don't think
no,
so.
I don't think so.
Because I mean,
it's because I was gonna say I like to like I've learned to like give more in my relationship, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in a way like I'm saying I give more than you give in your like you know what
No.
I mean?
once again, I wouldn't have taken that.
yeah, me
much.
either. Me either.
Well, your
Until you said
relationships suck.
That's what I
Mine's
heard.
the best. I'm just kidding.
That's precisely what we heard.
Yeah, like I've learned to like give more like in between both of us
Yeah.
because I've realized that like he's willing to give more too if I'm willing to let go of certain things.
Mhm.
Like there are certain things like I just will not fucking let go. I'm gonna get pissed off every single time if it's not done the way that I want it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
done. But I used to be really particular too. I let go. I just don't walk in the kitchen sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how I cope. And I sob about it. And then here my man comes like,
You're ready.
are you crying over there?
Yeah.
Amanda's like, no, maybe. Actually, yes.
I'm so confused. I don't know what I want.
I need help.
You've learned to cry.
So I just cry every time I want dick.
He knows when it's authentic too, so he's like, that's not the real
It's
one.
like I'm not feeling it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll come back later.
Like he
Yeah.
just looks down like,
It ain't happening.
no.
That's
I think
not
you're
it.
faking it right now.
Man.
So speaking of beige flags, do you think that like foot fetishes are beige flag?
Yes. I think it's
Or
a
are they
beige
a
flag.
red
I don't think
flag?
it's a red flag. I think it's a beige flag. Because I think everybody has their own kinks and everything. And
Yeah.
It
no
depends.
no kink shaming.
It depends on like what type of foot fetish. Like I'm not gonna dip my toe in mayonnaise and let you eat it
Lick
or
the-
something.
I don't know. I might. I'm just like, yeah, eat that bitch. And I'll just be doing something else, you know? Like, I'm not going to feel good about it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be like, oh, yeah, lick that mayonnaise off.
That's where it's
So-
weird. You gotta pretend to like it.
Lick my little piggies. No, I just like it would have to be like, yeah, fucking lick it. I don't care, bro. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Like-
I feel like, yeah, probably a beige flag. I'm tired of having examples to each and every one of these,
'Cause she
bro.
freaky.
Bro, there's this guy again that we never did anything like at all. Just talking, but he definitely is that was the first thing he told me. He was like, I have a foot fetish. And I was like, all right, I mean, cool.
Okay.
All right. I didn't
Okay.
think it was like anything, like one of those fetishes where it's like in the back, like in the moment. No, man's was like, let me see your toes. I got soccer feet. So they're not pretty, okay? And like he was very like his Instagram, like he had like a spam Instagram full of like, like different
Dang.
things. Like it wasn't creepy, but it was just like you
A lot
knew
of
that
feet.
just a lot of feet suggestions, a lot of like little memes about it. And I was just
Okay.
like,
Yeah, that's like full blown
full
fetish.
blown.
Full blown.
So I don't know about
fetish.
that, but like you said, kind of like if it's like in the moment type deal and I'm kind of like rubbing on you and it's like, then cool. I mean, why not?
Yeah, would you jack off a dick with your feet?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a lot of work.
I've done it jokingly, like when my man and I are like just chilling. I'll like reach over and I'm like, yeah, you like that? And he's like, no, I don't. I was like, it feels like you kind of do. And he's like, because you keep touching it. Stop. You're making me feel weird.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm confused too.
Start crying.
Maybe I will then. What about you, Erica?
What? I don't have any stories. I don't do.
Well, but would you like consider it?
Well,
or-
she said she'd consider beige flag, not a red flag.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
beige flag. Like,
Okay.
I don't mind it at all. I
So if
mean, Nick
Nick-
always tells me, he's like, oh, you have such nice feet. But
It hasn't gone that far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, Next he's gonna be like, man, those toes, that little piggy over there is looking real nice.
Well, he says I have like weird feet too, though, because not that they look weird or anything, but like I can like move my toes pretty
Oh.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
crazily.
We need to get us a feet finder account and do some videos.
Like I don't think a lot of people can do this, but like I can like separate my pinky toe like from the foot, like it does that thing where
Oh, I can do that
Like-
too.
Like just like
yeah, just the toe. Like
No,
that. And then
I-
like my big toe
I can
can
only
move.
spread like all
I
my
can, like,
toes.
Throw a peace sign up.
Hey, yo.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Bro, we're gonna put you on feet finder.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna make us some money.
You can get some money. We'll do whatever. I'll lick mayonnaise off that shit for the right price, Like, it got to make us some money, though.
For real. Damn. Oh my gosh. That's what a lot of people were turning towards, like during like at least the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Feet Finder or
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Like I was like, hey man. I considered it at one point.
I did consider it because I think I have like pretty nice feet, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
You got cute toes.
yeah. They're very uniform and
Yeah.
they're kind of small and cute.
They're not shaped weird.
Yeah, they're not shaped weird. Like I think I have really nice nails too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just have a scar on one, so I don't know if
Oh, don't show that
I
one.
don't know if that's a
Just
turn off or if that's like they're like, yeah, like mutilated.
I feel like there's like
It's a
a
battle wound.
whole I feel like there's just like a whole plethora of different feet that they would like. So I feel like they like the really clean, pristine ones. But then there's probably some people that like the like, oh, just got out of like soccer practice. My feet are all sweaty
Yeah.
and hairy.
Thinking
and
about yourself.
I'm
No,
thinking
talking
about
about soccer
myself,
No,
bro.
really. Like my cousin like had this guy that would pay her for her socks. He wanted her to wear socks all day while she was at work,
Yeah.
walking around, sweating and shit. And he would pay her for her socks.
Mm.
And he would go and after he specifically wanted her to work all day, and he would go over and pay her to massage her feet and
He
smell
just-
her feet. And he would be like, it was like very professional too. Like he'd be like massaging it and he'd be like, can I smell your shoe? And she'd be like, it's another 100. And he would put up the money and then like just be like, and she said like he never wanted to like have sex or anything. That sometimes she would just literally go home, be playing Call of Duty while he was doing all this shit. She's like, hey, it's a long day of work. I get a free foot massage and
Yeah.
he pays
It's not
me.
even a free one. You get paid for
Yeah,
it.
like, and he pays me, so like, fuck it. And she said the only thing was that like sometimes she could just see like through his pants that he would like get hard and stuff, but it like never went past that. It was just regularly wanted to go massage her feet and regularly bought her socks and wanted to smell her toes and her shoes and
That's interesting.
Do y'all's feet sweat a lot?
Mine used to.
I'm kind of a sweaty girl everywhere.
Mine used to when I was like more active with like soccer and stuff, but not that I've noticed not much anymore.
Yeah, like I don't think my like feet sweat like profusely.
Mhm.
You know, I probably would say like if I'm not doing anything active, they're not really sweating. But if I'm doing something active, like I'm fucking dripping.
Mhm.
Like the WAP is real when I'm doing active shit. Like my pussy sweating, my feet are sweating,
Everything's sweating.
my ass is sweating, my little bitty titties are sweating, like everything's sweating. But like day to day, like not really.
What about you?
No,
No.
not really.
We should create a feet finder account and see if we can sell our pics.
We really should. I'm interested. I'm very interested to see what reaction we would get.
Like what feet do you prefer? You
Right.
know, like-
Tell us in the comments.
And we should
Specifically.
like do just like the like ridiculous shit, like like be rubbing your feet and be like, yeah, there's some bad little piggies.
Draw little faces on
On each one of them. Oh my god.
You've been a bad little pig.
Oh,
Like just like the most ridiculous shit and see if people would buy it.
And the fact that I'm like almost 100% sure they would buy it for a pretty good price.
I think so.
I
Or
think we
we
should.
do like a whole sketch of like us like talking to each other with our feet.
And like just like caressing our feet
Yeah.
together. That would be great.
Or like making our feet act like dogs.
Meow.
Like just making like animal sounds. Like who would buy that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We're watching we fuck around and make some big fuck this podcast. We make some
For
big
real.
money. Like
Off of our feet.
Posted our
Off of our
feet,
feet.
man.
making animal sounds.
Like you were saying though, I saw there was someone I knew. It was either someone I knew or I've like heard about it, about like how your cousin would sell like the like her socks or
Yeah.
like, and stuff like that. People would do, there was a similar app or website where people would request for you to like wear like your undergarments,
Mhm.
sweat in them, work out in them. You just tie them
We
up
just
and
talked about this
boom.
the other day.
Mhm.
you just throw them or you ship them to that person and then you get paid for it. And I was like, bro, yeah,
I
let
was
me,
like,
let me do that.
you want my boxers? Be my guest. Like I fucking sweat so much.
And they want it like
I'll work out and that shit's gonna be like
Drenched.
There's gonna be like mildew, girl. Like by
By the time it reaches
by
them.
the time it gets you, that shit's gonna be so wet and so moist. Like
You wring it out.
Oh no.
In the bag, though. That way they can get it.
Oh yeah, they're like saving it. Like, yes.
Yeah, that shit. Just bro, sometimes that vagina sweat smells so foul.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want that shit.
Yeah. Especially
Apparently
if
they
it's
do.
concealed in a bag for who knows how long you're like it's through shipping and oof.
Would you ever do that?
Undergarments?
Yeah.
I considered it during the
I
COVID
like
too,
the
yeah.
only thing is like I feel weird about having my DNA out there.
That's exactly what I was thinking
Ooh,
about.
yeah.
No.
I don't be
That's-
thinking about that shit.
I would do my socks. I'm fine with socks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the only thing, and it's like I don't know.
It feels weird.
But besides that, like if that wasn't an issue, then I'm like, you want my sweaty ass like butt crack, my itchy butt on day
My
3
itch-
of shaving, not shaving.
Get some of the hairs.
That's fine.
Get the hair.
You can have the leftovers.
Why not?
You know, like
I was gonna throw them away anyways.
I'll have my man participate, you know? Like you want those leftovers? Like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Take it. I wasn't gonna do anything with it anyway. As long as you pay for the underwear.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Cause I love my Woxers. I'm not giving them hoes up. Them hoes expensive.
Mm.
Unless you bought them. Then you'll give them up.
Yeah, I'll give them up if they buy them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Give up
don't
your
know.
old ones.
Yeah,
Keep the new ones.
It just keeps recycling, so you're always like
I
good.
always have new ones
Yeah.
to wear on my day to day. Yeah, there's like, I don't know. I feel like I do for the right price. I think that there's a lot that I'd be willing to do.
Mm.
Like I don't care,
Yeah.
but I'd
Mhm.
have to be like a millionaire. Like you'd have to make me a millionaire for me to do some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, how would you feel about that? Like if somebody, like you can be a millionaire doing that, but would you feel comfortable like with your family and stuff knowing that?
I don't care.
That's how I feel.
My
I'd be
sisters
like-
talked about
My sisters too. My sister too. She's a very open person.
Yeah.
So she, things that I tell her, things she tells me, we're just both kind of chilling on
I'd be
that.
like, fuck you guys. I'm a millionaire. You fucking
right, like you're
peasants.
over here.
crying with your
Oh,
husband.
right?
crying because you don't accept what I do for work.
Right.
Oh God.
No,
Oh,
it-
now you're asking for a loan.
interesting how that works. Now, if we come to like with your partner, I feel like that's when I would kind of be like, obviously you have to, you would have
Yeah.
the conversation, but I don't know. I don't think. Obviously, I'm not gonna do it now, but if I ever talk to him about it, I feel like we could have like a legitimate conversation, and I feel like it would be very okay. What's the pros and cons of this?
No, call him now.
That man is asleep. He's slumped. He's gonna get upset. He's gonna answer this phone and be like, "The fuck do you want now?" But I feel like it would just be like a cordial conversation, and then, now I'm not gonna say he would like be like, "Yeah, let's do it," but it's also one of those things where it's like.
Are you talking like full undergarments or just socks or?
Probably full undergarments. I feel like socks isn't a big deal. Full undergarments probably because like y'all are saying, I didn't even think about the DNA thing again. 'Cause I don't like, care.
I think I'd be cool with like sports bras and bras and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd be okay with my underwear.
Yeah. So it'd just be an interesting conversation to have. Might
Be like,
end up-
oh, you need me to work out. That'd be like inspirational. That'd be like my motivation to go to the gym.
Exactly. Yeah.
Halfway through the workout, go switch out the bra. Put a new
Right.
one on.
You get
How I can get
multiple.
to-
Just be stacking them hoes.
Already have them in
Or
the
I'd
bag.
be having my man wear my shit too. I was like,
This one smells a bit different
That's what
today.
I was gonna say.
Oh, I just was working out way harder. I was outside in
You're
that
like,
moment.
damn, girl.
You're like, I haven't showered in a couple days. It's fine. It's called seasoning.
I'd be putting my man to work on that shit. Put him on my cats
We
too.
just
Like,
see-
fuck it. Like Pablo has a weird smell. He gets sweaty too. My hairless cat, he
does.
gets sweaty too. Be putting them on him.
Oh, hell.
Oh
I'll just
my
rub
gosh.
Bear's paws on them, on the socks, and they're going to be like, oh, this smells like
Just
Fritos.
fucking
Yeah, Fritos.
wipe my cat's ass with it.
Like, they could really be doing all of this shit, dude. And no one, they just assume that it's coming from a woman's body.
They
Yeah.
get pink eye and shit.
For real.
Undergarments.
Oop.
You say it's pussy sweat, but it's like your cat pussy.
Yeah. I was like, there's just miscommunication here on the type of pussy sweat that it was.
It sounds like you failed to ask more questions.
Where's my money
Sounds
at?
like a PP to me. Thank you guys so much for listening.
And remember to please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at InsanityFair_. Psychos, we'll see y'all next time.